Hi, this video is a demonstration of a project I've been working on for implementing real-time collaboration in CodeServer. This implementation uses Firebase and a slightly modified version of FirePad in order to give CodeServer's VS Code full collaborative editing capabilities. Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and log into CodeServer. So let me enter my password. I have CodeServer set up on a remote server, and when we log in here, if we go to a file, we will see that we are in collaborative mode right now. And you can tell because there's this little live in the bottom right corner. I also have previously set up CodeServer on some other browsers. So let me go over to Safari, and you can open a file there. It's also set up with a little live icon, and also I have set it up on Firefox. So let me open the same file, and as you can see, it's also got the little live thing. So I can use these different browsers to kind of simulate different users interacting at the same time. Let me head back over to Chrome, and we will test a little bit of the collaboration features. Okay, so actually let me load up Safari again, and we'll test this out. As you can see, when I move the cursor around, highlight things, it's showing up in the other window. I just move the cursor around a little bit. That looks good. You type a comment in there. And you can see it's pretty much in a good sync. Let me go over to Chrome for a bit and maybe bring this down here. And if I highlight something here, it's got the different color highlight. Each user has his own color. That's just the default for FirePad. If I type another comment here, you can see that we are all in sync. And maybe if I go over now to Firefox, and I will get rid of this comment. There you go. And do a little highlighting. And put a new comment. And there you go. So we are collaborating. We head back over to Chrome. Which one's Chrome? There it is. Now, as of yet, I've not implemented much of a user system other than FirePad's default method of giving each user a different color and highlight. But of course, this is something that could be built in if the need arises. Also, all files and instances of files are shared in this setup. So if I open another file, and let me go ahead and do that. Let's open test1. And if I go over to Safari again, and I also open the same file, test1, we'll see that we are in sync in this file as well. So let me add a comment right here. Hello. All the files that you open are in sync. I can switch back and forth between files with ease. So let me test that a little bit right here. So going back and forth between test1 and test2. And you can see the live pops up each time, indicating that we are in the real-time sharing mode. Another thing I can do is I can open multiple instances of the same file. So let me split this right here. And notice that when I do that, I can make another comment. Each file instance stays in sync here. And when I go over to Safari, and I get over, which file is this? Test1, okay. So there's a comment right there. I can erase the comment again if I don't want that comment. Maybe try highlighting something there. So everybody's still in sync, even with multiple instances. All right, let me go back over here. Okay, now let me try doing a diff. So I'll just get rid of this one, and maybe we'll just diff test1 and test2. So select for compare. Why you want to do this, I don't know, but for demonstration purposes, compare with selected, okay? And so the diff pops up, and each part of the diff is live. It's shared. All right, and I can still go back and forth between these files. Let me also demonstrate the peek view. So let me go to a slightly bigger file now. Let's go into code server here. And if I can remember where this is, yeah, I think it's over here. Just enter in, let's go VS Code.js. This is kind of the JavaScript file that TypeScript outputs. But let me take a look here. We can find something to peek. How about this guy? Let me find this. So where is HTTP 1? I think we can peek this guy right here. Yeah. So let me just click on peek here, and we'll peek the references to this. And you can see there's a little live right here. So this is actually also synced up. And if I want to go to a different reference, that one's synced up as well. So basically every window is in sync. Now let's test a search and replace. So let me head back over to test1. And we will search for "this is weird." Okay, so we see it in two locations. We've got it in test1 and test2. I've also set up Safari to be pointing to test2 right now. And I've set up Firefox, also is in test2. And we are in test1. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this. I added a little warning here about search and replace because if a person happens to be typing in another file at the same time you're trying to replace something, there is a chance that the replace will not succeed. So I just made a little warning here that if you do a search and replace, if there's any chance that somebody else is messing around with a file, you will want to run the search again to make sure that it has been completed. But let's go ahead and replace it. And I basically just got rid of it. I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. So we got rid of it right here, as you can see. And if we head over to Safari, it got rid of it. If we head over to Firefox, it got rid of it. And are we still in sync here? Yes, we are. I can join in over here as well. And this is hi there, okay. Let me see if I'm in sync here. Hi there, Bob. There you go. A little highlighting. Oh, that's not a very nice color, but oh well. So this system of real-time collaboration is compatible with cutting, pasting, copying, renaming, creating, and deleting both files and folders. We can test out perhaps deleting a file, see what happens. So let's go ahead and delete test2. Let's delete that permanently. Yeah, I want to get rid of it. Okay, it's gone. And if we go over to Safari, it says it's deleted here. I basically have the option of just clicking it off and it'll go away. Or what if I didn't click it off? What if I wanted to just write something in there still? So if I write something in there, it kind of gets resurrected. But so if somebody deletes something and you're working on another file or another area and he deleted your file, it's not really going to be gone unless you want it to be gone. Let's just get rid of it anyway. There we go. We head back over to Chrome. I just wanted to say that I've tried to integrate the real-time collaboration while at the same time making minimal changes to the core functionality of VS Code. I kind of wanted everything to work basically as it normally does, except for the fact that resources are being shared in real time. For that reason, I've not added very many specific features, but instead I've kind of left the system open-ended so that it could be developed into any number of specific products. One of the few restrictions that I have implemented is that autosave is automatically set during real-time collaborative mode and it cannot be changed. And this is because the synchronization between Firebase database and the remote file system is just easier that way. I was finding it difficult to figure out how to integrate it if files were not being saved automatically. So how does this differ from live share? Well, we can have a difference of philosophy here. With live share, this is more of a, well, live share is more of a, hey, come look at my code kind of thing, kind of a master-slave situation, where this, this collaboration here is a full peer-to-peer collaborative system. You have one code base in the cloud and multiple collaborators working together, basically as peers. Now, I think that's kind of neat in a way. Now, I suppose you could build into that an administrative layer where different users could have different roles. One difference between this and Microsoft's Live Share is that the terminal and debugger are not shared. Each user has their own terminal and can run a debug session independently. I don't think this is a big deal because if you're collaborating in real time, you're likely going to be screen sharing as well, and you can always share a screen when you're trying to debug together. I did add to this a kind of rudimentary dashboard panel. So let's move over there. I already have this open. And as you can see, it says collaboration. This is in the dashboard endpoint. And here's some of the features. You can turn real-time collaboration on and off. You can reset the database, or you can disable VS Code server. I think the first option is pretty obvious what it does. It just turns the whole thing on or off. The third one, I included this because, as it says here, if you make changes to the file system from something other than the VS Code editor, like say you pull in some changes from GitHub or something like that, then you will need to either have real-time collaboration turned off at that time, or you can hit this and disable temporarily the VS Code server while you make those changes. And then you can re-enable the VS Code server after you're done with that, and it will sync back up. And as for the middle option here, if you want to just reset the whole database at some point, you can do that. This will not do anything to your file system. This affects the real-time database in Firebase. So you can go ahead and sync that anytime you want. Anyway, that about wraps it up. So if you have any questions, just feel free to contact me. All right, thanks and bye.